Hey y'all, this is Jen Carsonson. I'm a realtor in Memphis. I have been a realtor for over 16 years. I have sold almost 2,000 houses in my lifetime, and I sell about 100 houses a year. So follow along with me for a day in the life of what I do every day in order to get to 100 sales a year. Today is Wednesday, and it's our team meeting day, and it's a day where the team and the brokerage can get together and have a meeting about what's going on in the industry. And today I'm going to talk about the economic updates from economists and financial advisors and experts in the industry, and talk about what that means for the real estate economy. So I have a slide deck that I got from my mastermind group that I'm allowed to share with my team and brokerage agents, which I'm really excited about. And then after that, I have, does anybody else I literally cannot think about what's next on my calendar without looking at my calendar. I've become so dependent on it, kind of like spell check. I used to be such a great speller. Now I'm like, I have no idea how to spell anything anymore. I've got several things going on. Oh, I have a listing appointment today. And the listing appointment is at a referral from their daughter, who's also a real estate agent in Missouri. And those sellers are doing a bridge loan, and they've already secured a purchase in their next home in the next state. And we're just going over to get the paperwork signed. So those are, I guess, what you call come list me's, which are very rare. So in this situation, the realtor's their daughter, and she did the due diligence with me. She basically interviewed me over the phone and chose me for them, and we're just going to do the formality now. Then my sweet couple that got under contract, they're coming into the office so we can go over the offer today. So a lot of things going on. Okay, I had to check my calendar. But the other appointment I have today is I have a monthly meeting with the mortgage company that I'm partnered with. It's Envoy Mortgage, and we meet once a month to discuss all the things. And then I have a recruit coming in, newly licensed, looking for her next home, and I hope she chooses us. So we love to grow our team. So speaking of, if you know of anybody in Memphis who's not happy and not supported and wants a little bit more and wants a true business plan, maybe we should talk. So anyway, I'll update y'all later. All right, so I just left my listing appointment at 1 o'clock. It was at 1 o'clock? No, it was definitely at noon, and it's definitely 1:46. So almost 2 hours, which was fine. So similar to the last listing appointment that I had, hang on, there's too much traffic. Similar to the last listing appointment I had a while ago where the family had lived there for a long time, this family has spent probably $150,000 on renovating this house, and she's an antique lover. So most of the house is filled with beautiful antiques. And so all this customization to this house, it's got the coolest backyard I've ever seen. The husband is a carpenter, well, just for passion, handyman carpenter, and has literally put his hands on every single inch of this house in terms of woodwork, craftsmen, building shelves, building all kinds of things. It's the coolest thing. The laundry room is really cool. The sunroom is cool. The deck, there's a hot tub, all kinds of things. This was an example of a house that may have been over updated for the market. So we went through all the price per square feet of all the comps. We established what the price per square foot was if a house didn't have all of this stuff. And we just kind of had a conversation that was open about, listen, this is what I think you should list the house for. And, we all agreed to that. But this is what I think we have ourselves up against in terms of an appraisal. So while I don't think we should just go right to it, I think an appraiser, you have to make an educated risk. So my educated risk that I told them was, let's just go in at a price that would be acceptable to you guys. That's not totally, insane. That's still plausible. And then we might be, kicked a little bit by the appraiser if they're like, hey, I'm sorry, you've over updated. And so just having that conversation and allowing them to self-discover that as well really helped our conversation. So it took me a little bit of time to kind of see the house, to see all the nuances and everything. But guys, I'm so excited to share this house with y'all. It should be coming on end of August. I'm sorry, I keep saying August, end of October, because they decided to do a bridge loan and go ahead and secure the property in their new location and go ahead and start doing some projects on that new house, and then piece their things out of the house, which is really the least stressful way to do stuff. So anybody wants to learn more about a bridge loan, happy to talk to you about that, or partner you with a trusted loan officer that we have in our world. But yeah, awesome. So I'm headed back to the office to do my recruiting appointment, and we'll catch up with y'all later. Lastly, like, my listing appointments do not ever seem to take an hour anymore. I think there's just so much education about the market, so I'm kind of curious, like, do y'all's listing appointments take, like, what's your average listing appointment? Like, it used to be 45 minutes to an hour, pretty much from start to finish. Everything was cut and dry, even could talk about marketing and all kinds of stuff. Now it's like, whew, solidly an hour, potentially two, sometimes 2.5. Just depends. I think it's because sellers are not opting to sell. Sellers that are selling because of a life event. So it might be, just more education. But I don't care. I like what I do, and I like helping people. So that's it. Gonna make him do an Instagram reel. Finished my appointment with my sweet sellers, and we are all good to go on that. My recruiting appointment did not show, which sometimes happens. That's okay. I am exhausted. I had Chick-fil-A for lunch. Coke. And I ate at 2:30. So, at least I ate. I'm trying to figure out a LinkedIn issue. It's a mess. And then looking for a car still. And then tired. That's what I am. That's about it. I'm going to make some calls. It's 5:20 and then go leave the office soon. Thanks for following along with me today.